Nostalgic binge to celebrate the music of the 60s. And we've dressed up a bit. We've got our dusty Springfield eyes, our pale lips, and all this in Minehead in midwinter. We're at a weekend music festival to watch 18 groups in action. The 60s created not only legendary music, but it was also known for the flower people and the hippie trails, of course. One of those trails was to Goa in India. Now today, Goa is on the regular tourist route, with charter flights and package holidays. Now, how can it cope with the... But at the far end of the seafront is one of Britain's great institutions, a Butlins holiday centre. Even in midwinter, thousands of people come for the themed short breaks. And this weekend, it's a festival of 60s music. Guests arrive throughout Friday afternoon. It's an appropriate venue, for Summer West World was itself a creation of the 60s. It's functional and wouldn't win a prize for its architecture, but £50 million is being spent on bringing the 165-acre site into the 90s. My first surprise was the accommodation. Premier rooms are top of the range, on a par with a 3-star hotel, though the view is restricted and privacy lacking. Stay in one of these and you get a free daily newspaper and a bottle of wine with your evening meal. They cost around £75 to £80 a person for a half-board weekend break. The mid-range county suites have either 2 or 3 bedrooms, a small bathroom with shower and a lounge with a fitted kitchen. The old familiar chalets are now refurbished and called budget rooms. They're simple and cheap. A short break works out from around £23 a person when 4 share self-catering accommodation. But wherever you stay, on a weekend like this, it's the music that counts. Names that bring the 60s vividly back to life. Names like Herman's Hermits, the Rockin' Berries, Dozy, Beaky, Mick and Titch, and Edison Lighthouse. The last bar shuts at around 4 a.m. The first substantial breakfast is served up 5 hours later in the Premier restaurant, reserved for those who stay in the top-range accommodation. Everyone else except those on self-catering eat in the main dining room. That can seat 3,500 at a time. There are plenty of daytime activities, mostly for families. The Sunsplash, heated to a constant 85 degrees. The rollicking Wild West show at the Crazy Horse, on stage every afternoon. And the Fun Fair, with traditional rather than sensational high-tech attractions.
While we enjoy a ride on the carousel, we'll take a break.
We'll be hearing more great music from the 60s and Anna Walker.
Back to breezy Minehead. The beach is just outside the entrance to the holiday centre, and the town a 10-minute walk away.
The sounds from the 60s follow you everywhere. Some 80 hours of recorded and live music. There are 6 bands each night. Another blast from the past, Mike Pender's Searchers. The bands have the authentic names, although few feature all the original musicians. Some, only one. One quiet corner, the undisturbed club-like atmosphere of the Green Baize Room.
This is Radio Butlins calling all campers. Good morning, everyone.
Butlins is very different now from its high days, but the Redcoats are still hard at it. Though on this rock and roll weekend, the fans hardly need encouragement. Now it's the turn of Marmalade. A series of many different breaks with a theme are organised at Butlins centres throughout the winter, not just music.
So, what's the verdict?
The whole weekend is excellent value for money. You're sport for choice with the groups. You don't know where to start. There's so much going on.
We didn't quite know what to expect, actually. We thought it was a touch of the Heidi Highs and a jolly campus and what have you, but we've been completely surprised, and it's been absolutely fantastic.
The food that they have here and the accommodation, I've said earlier, is just as good as what we can get abroad in a good 4-star hotel.
For a 3-night half-board May weekend at Summer West World with entertainment, you'll pay £63 per adult in county accommodation, children half price. Self-catering is from £30 a person. Well, this is the highest point in the holiday centre, and from here we go to the highest skiing resort in the French Alps. The Three Valleys is a huge area. The Herald